Crafty friends. Creative Juice by Lonnie here with you today on Monday with some crafting to do together. I am focusing today on the Tune In bundle from Stampin' Up. It comes with your rubber stamps. Well, actually, it's a photopolymer stamp set, which means it is see-through. And it also has some coordinating dies. I have some of them already pulled out, so I'll show you all of them in just a moment. One of the cool things is that June 2024, all of our bundles, which are usually 10% off when they're new in the catalog, you get 10% off the individual price of the dies and the stamp set when you bundle them together. But in June, you get an additional 10% off. So now is the time to order any bundle, any new bundle that you are looking at, you've got your eyes on. And you can do that. Here you go at creativejuicebylonnie.com. There you go, so that you know. All right, let's move us to the stamping view here. Oh, we're going to trade those so that you can see them up close and personal. This is what you're going to need for this fun hidden message card. And as you're coming in, say hello to me. I'm glad. I always love seeing who is here. Thank you also for sharing this with your crafty friends. You're going to need a piece of basic white cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5, but you want to score it a little differently. Let me tell you how to do that. Hello, Carlene. It's good to see you. You're going to score this at 1.5, and I've already done this so that it kind of helps me to remember. Not 1.5, 1.25, sorry, 1.25. And use your light scoring blade, and 5.5. All right, so you've got those two score lines. This is also a great, it could be a gift certificate or a gift card holder or money, or you can just put a message in it. Hello, Elaine. Good to see you too. Two of my team members, my sprinkled inkers, love to see you. So we're going to fold those in. Remember that the bumpy part goes on the inside of your card. The valley is going to be on the outside. So we're going to fold our mountain onto the inside of our card, giving us really nice crisp folds. So it's kind of opens like this. All right. I am going to actually put some tear and tape right here on the inside of the 1.25 inch piece to fold it up and keep it still. I want it to become a pocket, create a pocket. All right, we've got our pocket. That's our little pocket that we're going to put whatever you want, your gift card, your gift certificate. Could be a paper pumpkin gift certificate. Then you'll need some other things you're going to need is some designer series paper. I chose to use, this one is called, I have no idea what this is called. Let's see. Yeah, you think I'd be prepared. Full of Life, designer series paper. Lots of beautiful colors. Love, love, love. All of those patterns. And on the back are just some pretty watercolor, rainbow type colors. I chose this sunburst style because that's what I want on the front. So let's do it. I'm going to cut it in half at 3 inches because it's a 6 by 6 designer series paper. Oh, let's use the cutting blade, which is the dark one. There we go this time. And then we're going to cut it down to 5.5 for our card. So I'm going to cut off a little bit of the purple side, I think. You can use whichever colors you want. This will look beautiful either way. And that is going to go right on the front of our card. So you can use, I'm going to use some liquid glue today. Everybody has their favorite, but I'm using this multi-purpose liquid glue on another piece of the card. So I figured, why not just use it on the whole thing? Do you have a favorite adhesive? I usually like to use the Stampin' Seal. Some people like Stampin' Seal Plus. It's a little easier for some folks. And then I have a lot of friends who just love this multi-purpose glue. So that's the top of our top flap with the pretty sunburst. I have a piece of 1 inch by 5.5 inch piece of Berry Burst that I'm going to stamp this little star, the little retro stars with that right here onto my Berry Burst. Oh, and if you miss a spot, don't worry, just turn it over. All right. This is just random stamping. You want to make sure you're stamping off the edge of your card stock as well. Okay, I think we've got most of it covered. Let's wipe up my mess so I don't get my paper into it and clean off my stamp. So our Simply Chamois, that's great for using on photopolymer stamps, fits into one of our stamp cases that you can, I think you can still purchase them. Can you still purchase them? Jeez, I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, clean it up. This one is going to go right onto the front of the card using the front pocket side, using our liquid glue again. Get all the way to the edge, corner to corner. And it will leave a little bit of white at the top and the bottom. So you'll have a little bit of white. And if it happens to hang over, just use your scissors to cut off the excess from the back. Well, look, I did get a little pink on it. That's okay. It's the back of the card. Nobody's going to see it. Oh, I got it on the inside too. I'm doing good. It's all right. It'll say, I cared enough to make the very best, right? Hello, Lori. Good to see you. Got Lori and Lonnie going here today. All right, so that's our base of our card ready to go. Let's do a little stamping now. We'll pull in the Tune In stamp, the television set right here. And then this is the antenna. I just put it on the inside. I'm going to use basic gray. You'll also want to do this on another color that matches whatever your paper is. So I've already done it on an Azure Afternoon. And I'm going to emboss. So let's do some embossing, heat embossing. There are different kinds of embossing. We're doing heat embossing today, okay? We're going to stamp that in our Versamark ink, which just gives it a watermark look, but it stays very wet, and then you can emboss with it. I'm going to turn it over this way so I have little extra pieces on the bottom. Stamp it, and then you can do that. You can emboss this in white or gold or silver. I'm choosing silver to give it a little sparkle. You'll want to emboss the television as well onto that other color and die cut it out. But I'm only going to do one because I've got the other ones done. You don't have to watch me do it twice. Dump off the excess into your tray that comes with the Embossing Editions pack. I think that's what it's called. Embossing Editions. Okay. Let's heat it up. The magic of embossing is that once you get it hot, it's just like, whoa, never gets old. There you go. You can see it starting to shine up. You know that you're done when everything is shiny, nothing is grainy. Beautiful. It's just like magic. And our little antenna in the center. Okay. Everything is embossed. Now you will cut out both of the televisions that you embossed. This one I did just like this. So that's my Azure Afternoon. And then this one I'm going to cut out, die cut everything. So we're going to put on our television, with the cutting side down. And let's take off our top plate. So we're ready to go. You can position these on here and use some washi tape or something to keep them in place. I'm just going to cross my fingers that everything stays where it needs to be. And then this is the center of the television. So I'm going to cut that out too on the gray piece that's going to go on the front of the card. I think we're pretty close, if nothing wiggles. Now, sometimes with our small cut and emboss machine, you may need to offset the plates. So I'm going to put my top plate on just a little bit further in than the bottom plates. If you ever have a problem, that's a little tip to get it going. Ooh, don't let go of it. It's going to crinkle and crack, and it's going to be perfect. Don't you worry. The machines are also 10% off during our June sale. In fact, let me remember to put this up for you. I want to tell you that the tune-in bundle is usually $41.25. We talked about that earlier, but during June, you can get it for $35, or might be $36.75. I may have put the wrong number in there, but it's 10% off of $41.25. So, and another thing is, I am doing a virtual crafting class on July 17th, featuring this bundle or the Attention Shoppers bundle. You could use either one. Both of them are 10% off, an additional 10% off this month. So now is the time to get that, and you can sign up. I will put the link. I think I put the link in the description earlier this morning, and I will also have it on my Creative Juice by Lonnie website. So you can see we've cut out this television with the middle out and our antenna, and we have another one like this. And then you want one more in a different color. This one's balmy blue. I could have used Berry Burst or Fresh Freesia, anything that was in this kind of color combination. Whatever your colors match yours. All right, now let's see. One thing, you also want to cut out 2 more little antenna pieces like this, because this is going to be the mechanism that we pull out our hidden message with. So glue this piece to the back of this to give it a little strength. And I've already done that. Well, no, I haven't. Don't think I have. Oh, yes, I did right here. Okay, I've already done that. And then I have 2 of them put together with the one that is embossed. And then I have an extra one that you're going to need in just a moment. And it has some glue dots on it ready to go. All right, so before we put these things together, we're going to do a little more stamping. We're going to write, what am I going to write on here? I think I'm doing happy birthday. Yes, it's happy birthday. So I better get that out. Get it out, and I'll get it ready to stamp. Happy birthday. We'll do it on the back of, I'm looking for here we go. Got one. I got another clear block. Got to find one. I want it to be kind of off-centered, and I'm going to do it in Berry Burst again. Lots of Berry Burst. So this is the hidden message that they're going to see. It's going to say, happy birthday, like that. And then we'll do some more of those little retro stars, if I can find them. There they are. And this time I'm going to do them in balmy blue. You could actually do them in Azure Afternoon and just stamp them off, but I'm just going to go like this. And only part of them will be seen, so don't worry about it. It's all going to be great. So we got a little bit of happy birthday ready to go. That is the part that is going to be revealed when they change the channel, so to speak. All right, let's see. We're going to put things together. I'm going to turn over my gray piece. I'm using adhesive strips, but you can also use the little edges from your dimensionals, but make sure that you put the smooth edge towards the inside of the television. So let's see, I'm going to put one down here at the bottom. May have to cut it off to fit. There we go. Come on. And then another one. Another 2, actually. Let's see if I can get 2 out of one. These are just the adhesive strips that are kind of like the dimensionals. They're great for shaker cards. You could make this into a shaker card, but we're not doing that today. I'm just wanting to give it a channel for where my piece that I'm going to stick in goes. Now you want to measure this piece like this. Oh, let's take off this. Take that off for just a moment. So you want to measure how far this is. I'm going to measure it right here on my paper, and it looks like it is 2 and in between here and here. Let me get out a real. The smallest part is 2 3/8. So I want my piece of white cardstock that I'm going to put inside to be 2 3/8 inches wide. Two and 3/8, and it can be different every time. And it's 2 3/8 by, I'd say 2 inches tall. 2 3/8 by 2 inches tall. But you want to measure yours to make sure that it will fit in here, so that it fits in like this. See? And in fact, I may just see if I can carefully pull off. Nope, I can't. I'm not going to ruin it. We're just going to leave it just like that. That's it, 2 3/8 inches tall. So you can see that's my front of my television. Boop, 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 boop. And I want it to be in that spot. There we go. We're going to stamp. Stay tuned for an important message. What is keeping you busy this summer? Are you doing a lot of stamping? Are you doing a lot of crafting? Maybe you're traveling. Okay, stay tuned for an important message. That's going to be the piece that we're going to pull in and out, and it doesn't matter where it's at as long as it fits in here like this. Okay, got it? Stay tuned for an important message. It's not even very well centered, but it's going to work great. So next, we want to put our antenna on the top of this white piece. So I'm going to use some glue dots if I can find them. You know, it's funny when you start crafting on a video. I'll move this up a little bit. You don't know where anything is. I'm going to put 2 glue dots, one right here at the base of my antenna and the other one on the other corner. So you've got 2 of them. This is my 2 of them put together. This gives it a little more stability. And you're going to put it right at the very top, right like this. Then take your other one that you have, your third piece, and I've already got glue dots on the top of the antenna. We're going to put one right in the middle this time. So antenna, and the middle have glue dots. Put those right on top of the back. So one is on the front, the 2 are stuck to the front, the one is stuck to the back, and that gives it a little bit of stability to pull in and out. One thing I did find that was helpful was just to take a little piece of regular tape and put that over the top there so that it gives it kind of a smooth edge to come in and out of. All right, let's put our television together, peel off the paper backing of our adhesive strips. All right, so this one says happy birthday. Oh, wow, I really did good on that. Here's the beautiful thing. We can do that again. I want it to say happy birthday where I can see it. And apparently I did not do so good. Let me do that one more time. Good thing is there's 2 sides to every piece of paper and 2 sides to this great television set too. So, okay, happy birthday goes in kind of on this side. Yeah, that's better. Much better, Lonnie. I'm so proud of you. All right, get some stars on thars, to quote Dr. Seuss. All right, happy birthday, happy birthday. Now we're ready to put it together. Okay, you can see that there's your little birthday with birthday television. And if you slide this in here, voila, stay tuned for a very important message. Voila. All right, let's finish the rest of our card now. Another piece you will need is a little white piece that came out of the middle of the television, just on white cardstock. This time I'm going to stamp your classic. So let's take off the happy birthday. It's a simple hidden message card. And you'll learn even more if you sign up for the class. If you've taken one of my virtual classes before, you should have received an email today telling you about the Crafting Happiness in July. You can sign up that way. We're just going to make this simple and say your classic. Glue. Taking off that lid. I'm just leaving it over there. There, put it back in my holder. On this one, I am going to just add a couple of other dies from the set. This is a starburst that I had a little bit of adhesive sheets on the back of this one. So you can go like this, your classic. And a little bit of balmy blue and bubblegum. Looks really retro now, doesn't it? All right. I think we're almost to the point of being done. All right. I have just one little piece I want to do here. On a little strip, this is about a 1/2 inch strip of white. I'm just going to write, or stamp rather. You could write newsflash. Let's see if I can do it straight. Close enough. Newsflash. That one I did in Azure Afternoon. Azure, that's correct. I want to cut it down just a little bit, so yeah, kind of straight. And this one is going to go right here. We're going to just put it on with some glue dots. So it does, and you only want to adhere it to the gray part of the television. So be careful not to do it to the white. The white we want to move in and out. So, all right, got newsflash. I think we're all ready to put this together. All right, this one is going to go on the front. We're going to adhere it. I said I was going to use liquid glue. Do you think I can do it without making a big mess? You don't want to put it all the way on this television, only about the top half of the blue, of your blue part. And I'm going to put it right here. Oh, let me move this up so you can see. Like that. I think I didn't have any adhesive. So we've got, oh God, it's still wiggly at that. I'm going to take this out for just a moment while we're putting it together. Newsflash. Isn't that cute how it looks like that? And then this one I want to go just underneath here. And I'm going to use some tear and tape, I think, on this one. Just right down here on the bottom edge. If you want to, let me move this up. I'm just putting some tear and tape down here on the bottom edge. You could put some on this edge too if you're doing like a gift card, because it will hold a gift card behind it. But if you're doing something bigger than a gift card, then you would not want to do that. So moving this over for just a minute. Oh, my phone is kind of drooping. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm out of tear and tape. So I've got a little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the side. This one's going to go on the inside of our card, and we just kind of lay it underneath where our top one goes. Make sure that I didn't put it on so that it closed up the whole the whole piece right here, but that should work because then when we grab a gift card, why not a crumble cookies, right? We'll do that. See, then this little crumble cookie card can go right inside here like this, or some money. But we're not done yet. I thought this was so cute, but then somebody on our demonstrator planning place added a little puppy dog to their television set. And I didn't have a puppy dog stamp. There is one in our online exclusives, but I did have one piece of the ephemera. So I'm going to put him on with a little ephemera. A little glue dot. No, a little dimensional. Yeah, geez, a little edge of our dimensionals here. I can't remember if he's going to hang over the edge, so we'll only do it on the top part of our dog so that he can hang off the edge if he needs to. I have to put him behind the television. But now, when you stick that piece in here like this, here's your card. You can pull out this part. If you feel like that there's a little piece that is showing up here, your 2-inch white piece, you can cut this down if you need to. I'm just going to do a little curvy cut. A little curvy cut. Since our television is slightly curved, but then it fits in just nicely. Almost. There we go. Stay tuned for an important message. And then they can pull this out. Happy birthday. And then they can open it up. And you're a classic. There is your gift card. What do you think? One thing you will want to remember to do when you're putting it into an envelope is put it in with this end first so that they pull it out and this piece doesn't fall out. Just make sure that they put that in an envelope that direction, and voila. I love it. I did love it. Anyway, there you go. So make sure you take advantage of the June special and add this bundle or any of the fun new bundles that are 10% off this month. And then join me for the virtual class on July 17th. You do have to sign up by July 2nd. It does not include the tune-in bundle, but it includes all of the supplies that you need to create 5 projects, a video that you get to watch at your leisure or live if you would like to, and a couple of other fun treats. So you'll definitely want to join. And there's a supply list, a few other supplies like ink pads that you will need. And I've listed those all at the registration part. So okay, you guys, there's our fun hidden message card for today. I hope you had a fun time learning about a cute little way to really make it personalized. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Monday.